Hey nerds, Jared Bear here. Welcome to the channel. They are slowly listening to us. They are listening to the feedback because very soon we're going to get some playlist here in Halo Infinite. What I want to do in this video is bring you guys this information that was given to us by Unishek via Twitter about the playlists that are coming before the end of the holiday season and some that are be coming after the holiday season, what we should be looking out for. So I'm going to pull those tweets up in just a second, and to go along with that, let's talk about the playlist in general, how they're handled in the other games, and kind of what we should expect moving forward, kind of with Halo Infinite. So first things first, let's get into these tweets. This was the first one posted. Let's talk about the Halo Infinite playlist. They've been reading our feedback, and they're looking to have plans to add Fiesta, SWAT, which they're dubbing Tactical Slayer, and then Free For All, aka Lone Wolf. They're looking to add those as we speak. Now, they won't land by December 8th, which is the official launch of this game on this upcoming Wednesday, but the team is pushing to get them in before the end of the year. There's a middle tweet and there's a tweet after that says a Social Slayer playlist with multiple variations is also in the works. We see this request the most, but we won't be able to get that one ready until after the holidays. We hope you can understand and enjoy the ones that make it before the team takes a well-deserved break. Which makes sense because they had a mini break there for Thanksgiving. Now they're getting their actual holiday break here soon. So be patient. First of the year is probably going to be full work mode for them. And basically, out of the gate, they are listening. Is this something that should have been ready by day one? In my personal opinion, yes, this should have been something by December 8th. We should have already had these playlists ready to go. But we'll talk about how they probably could have handled the flight test in just a second to actually get prepared for this. Main thing was, should it have been ready? Yes, it wasn't. Halo Infinite was more fine-tuned for competitive play. That's why they have all these events already going on, the big Raleigh event coming up. It was just more fine-tuned for that. But the lack of playlist, we saw something like this within Halo 5. I mean, look at these playlists. Let me hop in game real quick. This is Halo 5's social arena. There's quick play, big team battle, super fiesta party. This is literally how Halo Infinite looks at this moment. There's quick play and big team battle, with a couple variations in there to pick from. That's it for their social. This is Halo 5. This game came out in 2015. There's some things that rotate in and out, but like, that's all they have. They have the whole Warzone game mode as well, but then there's the ranked, and they have their Slayer, Team Slayer, duos, 2v2, SWAT, elimination, free-for-all, aka Lone Wolf, and those things will come in and out as well with shoddy snipes and different events that have different sort of ranking things. That's it. So while the Halo 5 had the weekly playlists and stuff, it's still meh. It's not what we know and love. Look at Halo Infinite. Look at multiplayer. Look what we have. We have quick play, right? We have bot boot camp, big team battle, and then the ranked arena. There are 4 things to pick from with variations in each of these. It's pretty bare-boned at the moment. Now, it's crazy to think that that's Halo Infinite, again, bare-boned. Let's look at the Master Chief Collection, all right? Let's open up the social games on the Master Chief Collection. Look at this! Bro, look down here for a second. You can literally select, I mean, obviously what game you want to play, but look at the game mode variation you can pick from on what you want to play. Precision Slayer, Auto Slayer, Flag and Bomb, Zone Controlled game types, Assist Denial, Action Sack, which is lovely, SWAT, Snipers, Griff Ball. There's even other options up here. Look, they have these. They have the Action Sack. They have those. The Team Doubles playlist, the Rumble Pit playlist, Infection, different sort of big team battle game modes. You want to play big team battles, but you want to play heavies with all the heavy vehicles? You want to play Scorpions? Just snipers on big team battle? Firefight doubles. Just the firefight mode in general. Griff Ball on whatever game you want to play it on. Look at all these different game modes we have in the Master Chief Collection that are not within Halo Infinite. I mean, with all of these, you can literally pick and choose what you want to play, kind of like how we had with Halo Reach, kind of how we had the playlist within Halo Reach, Halo 3, and I'm pretty sure also Halo 4 as well. Anybody can look at that and say, how do you have all of that in the Chief Collection, but none of this in the brand new Halo Infinite? It doesn't really make sense, but like Unishek said, they're slowly rolling things out. They're trying to test them before they actually incorporate them into a game mode or into a playlist. Kind of like they did with Fiesta in the event, the Fractured event, to get the Shinobi armor. Personally, I think they should have done numerous flight tests, right? You give us the first flight test, 3-day, 4-day weekend maybe. Look at this. First flight test we could have done, I made notes. We could have done Bot Slayer with different difficulties, starting off from Recruit to Spartan. Second flight test, right, over a couple days. One day is Oddball, the next day CTF, the next day is Strongholds. Your next flight test, you have Fiesta, SWAT, Lone Wolf, shoddy snipers, your fourth flight test, open it up, make it fun, introduce Juggernaut, grapple swords is a playlist I made up in my head that so is everybody else, infection, griffball, etc. And that way you test these things before there's a beta and before the game goes live on December 8th, and you can slowly incorporate them in. That way, by the time the game is like ready to go, you have plenty of stuff to pick from rather than the bare bone playlist that they released with. I think maybe it was rushed. I think maybe they wanted to have playlists. Maybe there was pushback with I don't know how game development works in that sense. I just feel like you should have had more ready for when the game came out. Obviously, the Chief Collection didn't look like that day one, but to the point where it's at now, it's not dead. But if they would have had all that at launch, it would have been so much more hype than having it now. And I think with wanting to have Halo Infinite as a 10-year game, so to say, I know you want to incorporate things slowly, introduce things one by one, and have content things around it as a big reveal, like, here's Griffball, here's SWAT, etc. Players want a good chunk to pick from when getting in, especially with your social playlist. The rank playlists are good to go. We get that. You can incorporate more stuff with rank, but you have a lot of casual players that just want to get on and play the game. So having a wide variety of social playlists and not just Social Slayer that may incorporate Oddball or CTF, not a lot of social players like those game modes. Those are typically more competitive things. You want to have more things like Fiesta, like Infection, like Action Sack, like Social Slayer, and like the big sandbox games. If there's one thing the casual player likes, it's variety. It's like it's the sandbox that people want to experience. It's one of those things where you can get on and have fun with Halo. One of the things that made Halo 3 so great was the custom games and the Forge mode, and the game that a lot of people had different names for. We called it Get the Cheese, where you have to go through a mousetrap type scenario with one or two snipers that are camouflaged shooting at you while you try to go get the overshield. And whoever gets the overshield wins the game. It was a pretty simple concept. It was a lot of fun. And those custom games is something that made Halo great. And turning something like Infection into an actual game mode made Halo fantastic. Turning Griffball into an actual game mode is one of the more fun things. And this is coming from a competitive Halo player, that those make Halo great and opens it up to a wider audience. Now again, the gameplay is damn near perfect. Nothing about this is meant to come off as negative. It's just constructive criticism for the team, and hopefully something that they pay attention to from different people. And as things are ready and tested, they'll roll out to us when the time is right. I would like to see stuff like the Shinobi event, the Fractured event, where you introduce Fiesta, you have an event for it, and then after we finish the event, make it a permanent unlock. You could do things like that for each of the playlist things coming up. But for now, we have, again, the free-for-all Lone Wolf coming up. We have SWAT and Fiesta to look for before the end of the year. And then after that, we have a brand new Social Slayer type game mode with different varieties coming out as well. I just know that they're listening and they're trying their best because, like they say, I'm Team Halo, they're Team Halo. At the end of the day, we're all Team Halo. We just want the game to be great because the gameplay's so fucking good. And I love the open communication and I love the updates. And I think it's really cool we're getting stuff like this. So my question to you all is this is the end of my rambling, is what playlist or what game mode would you like to see in Halo Infinite? Me personally, even though I'm a super big competitive player, give me Griffball, all right? I'm going to do a whole other video about Griffball here soon. Give me Griffball. That's all I want. And just let me know what game type or playlist or whatever you want to see within the game. Different rank playlist, different social playlist. Maybe the return of a form of Warzone, maybe something like an invasion type game mode, a staple game mode for Halo Infinite. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. You guys can let me know that, and I am going to go ahead and head out. 343, keep doing your thing. Keep listening to us. We need the feedback. We need it in writing. We need it in videos so they have this evidence. They can go in and they can do it. If enough of us want it, they'll eventually make it because it's just Halo. That's how it should have been to begin with. So with that in mind, I'm going to head out. I'll have links and everything in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. And as always, check back for gameplays, commentaries, news, and updates. Later, nerds.